Hello everybody and welcome to Game Guy Z Plays Indivisible. Sorry. And this is the last round, it looks like. All that's left is the boss. Just give me a second while I share out this link. And I'll get straight to it. I kind of don't want this to end, but I'm finished with it. It's time to finally put the rest, and I've just seen the thumbnail for the previous one, and oh boy, I think I have to change that. Right. But yeah, final stream of this game. I think that's everything set up. So, I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy as I continue on. I think the video settings are going to go all about crazy.
I'm ready. Let's finish this for good. Maybe I should just be sure before I go.
To be fair, I did want to change.
One protector coming up.
Yep.
I'm ready. Let's finish this for good. I'm here.
So I see. And you appear to have gained a bit more power as well. But it doesn't matter. You are a part of me. You will inevitably rejoin the whole.
I won't. I'm me.
Well, that's new.
What's this thing?
A heart.
Don't touch it. It's part of Kala.
But don't you want to see what it does?
Nope.
You are beginning to test my patience. One squint and you'll never see the light again.
Just try it.
You're about the right size now. Maybe I'll just shove you back in.
You talk big, but I'm still here.
Nowhere in this world is safe from me. I made it. I can unmake it. Just let me eat you, or the world will be destroyed with you in it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Be stopped.
Can I block turn? Oh, I can. Done.
This cycle must end.
Look out below!
He built it even much better than. Oh, damn it. How are those health bars? No, I don't think. What was I supposed to do there? What's this do?
Don't hate me too much.
Oh, I have to block at the right time.
I won't be stopped. How dare you!
Is that it? Have we won?
Fuck no.
Not quite. Her power is actually growing.
This is my world. I can be sealed. I can be hurt. But I cannot be defeated.
We've got to get somewhere safe.
Nowhere in this world is safe from me. I made it. I can unmake it.
What was that?
I don't know. It's like she reset everything somehow.
So it's true. Nowhere is safe in the world. But my inner realm, that's like another world entirely.
Just let me eat you, or the world will be destroyed with you in it.
I doing? Oh, dude. Oh, I can block him. Weird. I want to see if the dialogue changes if I do this lower top, if I get caught low top.
How dare you! This is my world.
I'm just wondering if it changes.
Nowhere in this.
What was that?
I don't know.
So it's true. Nowhere is safe in the world.
Okay, that's right, it's just
Just
resets
let me
exactly
lead
the way
you.
it was.
This cycle must end.
That would.
How dare you! This.
She's telling the truth. She will come back again and again.
I think I know what I have to do. If I can't defeat her from the outside, I will have to do it from within. Even if that means I can't see you all again. Everyone, I need to do this last part alone. I can't put you all in danger. Thank you for all you've done for me.
Young one, your greatest challenge lies ahead.
I know. That's why we're having all these goodbye conversations right now.
Fear not the unknown. It shall become your strength. The will of the people is with you.
How do you know that?
A rider knows such things.
Well, thanks for your help. You're an odd guy.
You are the truest rider I have ever known. Your strength and riding skill knows no equal. I mistook you as an ordinary citizen when we first met. But now, I see the true gleam of the ride in your eyes.
Thanks?
Yeah, thanks
Yes,
indeed.
thanks. And ride on, brave warrior. And I'm gone!
Okay, you don't have to shout, I'm gone. So long guy I barely talked to.
Well, young miss, it seems this is where we part ways.
This is it. Thanks for your help, old-timer.
Heck, you gave me purpose again. I should be thanking you. It felt good to be part of a team again.
We were glad to have you. Take care of yourself.
Likewise. Now go plug Kala right between the eyes.
I mean, I was the thing between her eyes. Well, shoot,
So,
that's
the
not
big
worse.
stage, huh?
Looks that way.
The whole world is cheering for you, you know? What an audience.
It's a little intimidating.
Ah, it's the greatest thrill you can have. Now go kick Kala's brains out.
It's been real, coach.
Knock that Kala lady into next week.
I'm gonna try.
You can do it, coach.
Hi.
We believe in you. We're your biggest fans.
And if we ever see you again, there's always a spot on our team for you.
Hi, guys. Put me on your team. Maybe you should just put her on your team.
Well, you heard the coach.
All right, Nuna, you're on the team.
Hooray!
No, Ashna! You can't go away!
But I have to.
No! Why?
To beat Kala.
That's dumb.
It is dumb.
Can we just go hang out instead?
Yeah! I mean, no, I can't. I gotta do this.
Well, if you don't come back, I'm gonna be super mad at you, so you'd better win.
I'm gonna do my best.
Team Idiot Forever!
Okay.
Yeah!
Did she just call herself an idiot? I can't want to do this last, but let's get out of the way.
I have to do this. I'm trying to save the world. Thank you again.
What the cube just say TH?
Ajna, my friend, you've done so much for me. You helped me find Hussam, and now I have a whole new family to care for. My brother, Elaine, and little Kadira.
I'm happy you found your people. It means you can have a family again. I'm a little jealous.
When this is all over, please come visit us. I'm going to miss you, even the teasing.
Well, if I visit you, there's gonna be some more of that.
I know you can fix this. You can fix it for all of us.
I'll try my best, Kadira. Thank you for all your help.
I'll leave the closest ones for last. No, it's kind of a close one.
My dearest little Ajna.
Please don't say that.
Temper! Well, Ajna, it has been a pleasure watching you fix this world and make my job irrelevant.
Oh, this is a catchy.
Happy to do it.
I may not have said that before.
If only you would put in a word with some of your compatriots so that we might get to know each other a little bit more intimately.
I
Man, it's
won't.
not catchy.
Such a difficult one.
Bye, Ren. Thanks.
Toodles!
Well, Ajna, it's been a whirlwind trip for all of us. To think the fate of the world rests on your shoulders.
There's a voice.
No pressure.
I wish I could take your place. A Shayak knight does not back down from a conflict.
Well, I appreciate the thought, but
I know. This is a fight between the gods. It is no place for a mortal like myself. But know this. Whatever happens, your story will be told for generations. I will make sure of that. And the Shayak knight fulfills his promises.
thanks, Tungar. Take care of yourself.
Hey, Ajna. You showed my children what it means to be a true warrior. You've helped ensure the future of my kingdom.
Nah, I didn't do all that.
She has a voice as well.
You did that and more. You're the fiercest warrior I've met. I'm proud to have known you.
Well, the feeling is mutual. Take care of yourself, Phoebe.
Come visit my kids again after you beat Kala. I want to see what new tricks you've learned.
It's a deal.
You're a strange one, Ajna.
What?
Not in a bad way. It's just, you are out here trying to save the world, and you still took the time to help a fellow traveler repair her oud.
Oh, that? It was no big deal.
It was a big deal to me. Someday, I will capture that compassion in song, and sing your praises till the ends of the earth.
That's nice of you, Zara, but I don't need all that.
Let me just see here. Something like...
She crying? Just that's a bit depressing.
Oh, Ajna, do you really have to go?
Yeah.
Aren't you scared?
Yeah.
I wish you didn't have to go. Please be careful. Oh, and I'm planning a big feast for when you come back, so you work up a big appetite, okay? With all your favorite foods laid out on a giant table, with everyone invited. It's all I can think of to help.
Wow, that sounds great, Leilani. But...
Are you okay?
It's just... now I'm hungry. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I've got to beat Kala while thinking about Pempek.
I just learned how to make a mean cuckoo too, so you've got to come back.
My poor empty stomach.
Yeah, I could kind of hear the actress say that. I don't think there's anybody else.
It's okay, Lanshi. You're a good dog. Kushi and Zebe will still be here to take care of you. You take care of them too, you hear? Dogs are good.
Well, Ajna, it's been weird, but good.
You said it, but we're friends now, right?
Oh, for sure. But you know, I'm kind of disappointed.
She never stole anything?
What? Why?
Well, I kind of thought there'd be some nice loot up here.
You can't steal.
No, I totally can.
Well, you shouldn't.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. Catch you in the next cycle, friend.
Take care, Kampan.
Don't steal anything while I'm gone. I'll take that under advisement.
Well, Hayseed, I'm not gonna say goodbye.
Not the pirate way, eh?
Not mine, anyway. We've traveled this whole wide world together, and seen places even I never dared visit.
Well, thanks to you.
Ah, I only played a small part. You're one tough youngster, and I'm happy to have had you in my crew.
Aw, it was a pleasure. And thank you for joining mine as well.
I suppose I did, didn't I? Well, happy to serve. Never thought I'd ever say that to anyone. But hey, before you go, how about you put in a good word with Tarani for me, huh?
What? Why? Aren't you two already close?
Look, just do it, okay?
Well, if it makes you happy.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Ajna, Luxao, you are my precious baby child, and I can't bear to let you go.
But you know I've got to do this.
I know it better than anyone. But wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you become, know that I will find you and help you. Even if it takes me 1,000 years, I will find you.
You're so nice, Tarani.
I just care about you so much.
I never had a mom, Tarani, but I think you'd make a real good one.
Oh, Luxao, you're going to make my heart melt. Come here and let me hug you.
God, Tarani, I can't breathe.
So precious, my dear, sweet baby. Take care, dear one.
You too, Tarani. Thank you for everything.
Ajna, I'm not good with goodbyes.
Aw, I'm sorry, Kushi.
It's okay. I mean, I thought it was my destiny to be a protector of Lan, but you helped me to protect the whole world.
Well, it's not over yet. I could still fail.
You won't. I've seen you overcome so much, and you bettered yourself in so many ways.
That's nice of you to say, but I couldn't have done it without you.
You can visit Outun anytime. I'll make more animal friends for you to visit too.
Really? Thank you. Animals are so cool.
I'm just really happy I got to be your friend. It's embarrassing to talk about.
Oh, I'm happy too, Kushi. The world's gonna be alright if you're out there protecting it. Do your best.
You got it. And thanks, Ajna.
And that for the OG team, I think. Excluding Dar.
Oh, Ajna. What a journey it's been for us both.
Yeah, we met in jail.
Well, that's an odd way to put it.
We did, though. You were all ready to bust out of there and tell me how cool of a fighter you were?
Right. I guess I did say something along those lines.
Embarrassing, right?
Even more so now that you're continually pointing it out.
Well, I'm glad we got you out of there. You've been a good friend.
I know I've put myself out there as the tough guy, but I really am sad to see you go. Thank you for trusting me and believing in me, even when I didn't believe in you.
We're friends, Zebe. We watch each other's backs no matter what.
See, now this is good.
I'll see you again, kid.
We'll see, I guess.
Oh, and Ajna?
Yeah?
You have earned the great Zebe's respect. This does not come lightly. Do not dishonor us both by losing to Kala.
Alright, I'll do my best.
Goodbye, Ajna.
Goodbye, Zebe.
Well, between them, they actually did have some character development. Not like that.
Ajna, is this really the end?
Sure feels like it.
I had so much more I wanted us to do together. But I'm glad I got to travel the world with you. I got to meet Angwu and Naga Rider.
I never could have done it alone.
I'm not so sure about that. You're pretty tough.
I guess a bit rubbed off from you.
Nah, you've got your own toughness. Who was it that healed all our wounds countless times? Who was it that brought me back from the brink of death with resurrection lilies?
Me, I guess.
Yeah! And don't you forget it. Botany is tough stuff.
You're right. Thanks, Ajna. Honey thanks you too.
It's been fun, Ginseng. And you too, honey.
Yep, well, she's actually not wrong about the countless times that he's healed people. Now time for the... Well, Dara's first, Razmi is the second.
Razmi?
I can't talk to you right now.
But we've got to say goodbye at least.
No, I don't want to.
But I've got no choice.
Listen, I don't care about this world. I never did. But then you came along and swept me up into your dumb nonsense.
Sorry about that.
No, just don't leave me behind. I don't like anybody else. I never liked anybody. And now I like you, even though I don't want to. And you're leaving, and I don't even know what I mean when I say that I like you. This is so embarrassing to talk about. I just want to set you on fire.
I'm sorry.
You don't get it.
I like you too, Razmi. I'm glad we're friends.
That just makes it worse. Well, go then. See if I care.
I'm happy I met you, Razmi.
Go away. I know you're not coming back. But your soul might. If it does, I'll find it and trap it. And then you'll never get away.
That's the old Razmi.
Yeah, boy. I think they have to fix that meter. Oh, no, they don't. But there's like a... side I missed before. Oh, no, the side I missed before, but like an added side. There might just been that little edge over there. As far as I can jump. Right. Still land us.
Ajna, you're late.
Dad?
Ajna. A solid defense is the root of any proper combat strategy. This is training, Ajna.
I see. I'm ready.
Ajna, you're strong. doing I could have asked for. And the best daughter. I know I've been hard on you. I know I haven't been the kindest father. I want to tell you everything. I know I should have from the start. But don't worry, Ashna. Death isn't the end.
Thanks, Dad. I can't get discouraged now. I can't back down. I've made mistakes. But there are people who are counting on me, people who care about me. Okay, now it's just us. I'm coming, Kala.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna merge with you after all.
So, you finally understand.
No, it's you who doesn't understand. I'm doing this to destroy you. My power will defeat you from within.
Why must you interfere? This world is my greatest failure.
If so, it is a beautiful failure, and I will not let you destroy it.
How dare you! How dare you! I must achieve perfection! You won't survive, even if you are a part of me.
Oh. Okay. What? Why abilities are gone? God damn. This isn't gonna be a whole blocking. I just have to get used to blocking, I guess.
I must achieve perfection. You won't survive.
Not so fast!
Oh, dude. You. I have to block the whole thing? Yeah, that's the only ability she has. She has an axe. So this whole section is about me blocking this.
I must achieve perfection. You won't survive.
Try harder!
Damn. Oh, sorry.
What's wrong with you? This world is flawed. I must make it again.
No. I'm stopping the cycle. Like my father wanted.
He wasn't even your father. You have no father.
You're wrong. Maybe we weren't related by blood, but he was my father. He cared for me in his own way. Flaws are what make us human.
You are not human. We are not human. We are above human.
I've been raised by humans, lived among humans. I never knew I was anything else until just recently. Being human is beautiful.
No! It's base. It's crass. It's imperfect. I will make it anew. You will not survive this.
I will. Someone important to me taught me how. Activate flowering defense! Okay, Ashna, this is it. Remember what I taught you.
Enough of that.
Yeah, this is... Oh no! Okay, I should just get used to pressing LB and left bumper instead of that square. Holy crap. Oh darn. Crap. Crap.
Enough of that.
Oh boy. For fuck's sake.
What? I must.
The boss is literally parry boss. This is actually quite difficult. Right.
Enough of that.
Just hitting the ref bumper really hurts. Crap. was just waiting for this. I don't know why she took that form in her mind.
Oh, I see. That voice in my head. Somehow, I knew it was you. I thought you were trying to make me doubt myself. But those were your own self-doubts, weren't they? You were angry with yourself for restarting the world so many times and failing to create it as you envisioned.
My doubts are not yours to see.
But they are, because they are mine too.
So you see why the world must be perfect.
No, they're my doubts because I'm not perfect. And neither are you. And aren't flawed beings more interesting? Look at all the people who helped me get here. The people who surprised you again and again. Isn't that beyond perfection?
But I've failed them. I've failed myself. I've failed this world. Look at all the pain and suffering the people go through.
But they get through it together. They work hard and push through adversity to create something wonderful in the end. Sometimes adversity is what helps them make something beautiful.
Maybe in the odd case. But I've made them suffer so. And they will keep on suffering until I end it. A new world is the only way.
How many times have you reset the cycle?
I've lost count.
And has it ever been close to perfect?
I suppose it hasn't.
Maybe. Maybe we write this one out and see where it goes. You can't change your mistakes, but you can learn from them.
I suppose true enlightenment can't be achieved from changing what's external to you. It must come from within.
I know you've been going through this alone. That's why you've been so angry. I know because I can feel it too. But you're not alone now, Kala. I'm here. The small piece of you that was forgotten, but has come back to remind you in your darkest hour. You're not alone.
But
Even
you
by
are
yourself,
just her.
you're not alone.
Okay, never mind.
I'm here. I'm part of you.
So...
I will merge with you. On one condition. We reincarnate, together, and see what this world holds. Not by making it perfect from the outside, but by doing our best from within.
But you speak so passionately of your friends. What of them?
I'm not sad to leave the life I've led. It was wonderful, and I couldn't have asked for more. The next will be even better. I'm sure of it. I want to see what happens to this world I love, and the people I love. Don't you?
Well, I don't think she loves anyone.
I do. Thank you, Ajna.
Well, anything, actually. What the heck is that? Cosmic scale than I thought. So only necessary people in the shop? Never mind. Nope. Oh, there's the extra people. The saga continues. Indivisible. Oh, we even got the after credits of what they do. Well, the ending kind of seems like a big character change for Ajna, but you know, I can kind of see that. There's no really a moral being, so what Banjo to those kind of additions. I mean, emotions and character development. I have to admit, it's kind of a beautiful ending, but again, without the whole thinking, her character change. Well, the way her character acts at the end is very different from Ashna that we work with throughout the story. This friend, this one's partner. Oh, there's nothing's come for them. What's there? I'm just wondering why there's a particular one for the female. Yeah, Christina V's the only one who's like Amanda Lee, okay. I don't know many of these voice actors. Bang Zoom. Oh, so Bang Zoom's a studio, okay. Oh. Is this just going to repeat? It's just going to repeat. Right. This is about the time I review the game. Overall. How it comes out and all. 8 out of 10. It's, first and foremost, it's got a very unique world. It's definitely a passion project where they wanted to, you know, make their own characters, make their own settings, and it's got all the mostly aesthetic right and everything along with that. The characters in each region, the places that they live in, and she's still in the boat. And the music. Oh, she's in Ashton's village? I think that's type one. Ashwan. Okay, why is it so fast sometimes and so... oh! It's Kadira! She has lips. Gameplay. So let's talk about the two aspects. There is only two aspects. Well, there's also saving and talking to NPCs. No, story first, I think. There's Nyan before. Story goes by pretty fast. Like, that's the one thing, the one detriment to this game. Like, it goes very fast. If you did sit down, like, play this for, like, you complete this in a week, no problem. Oh, wait, that's Phoebe and... Phoebe and... Second, like... Kampan. Is her... Oh, I guess it depends on what way she's standing. I don't remember on being left one. I remember it one. A lot of characters feel like they're to create certain situations with others like Dar, Zebe. Ginseng are there for their own personal reasons and their own personal growth, whereas everybody else is just kind of somebody along the way that doesn't really add that much. Like, I think Forani is a big part of the team, but unfortunately she doesn't really add much to Asna's character. Or like, see, the weird thing is Zebe of all people is the only one that's pretty much shouts at Asna to not do stuff and scold her for it. Well, at least when he finds out that she is part Kala. Then you also have Dar trying to stop her from doing something. Stop her from making a mistake and dying for it. Ginseng wants to do his own thing and he just came along for the journey, but wow, it's a credits that ends in 4 minutes? What the heck happened to continue now? Oh. So I just want to see the characters here. What's I gonna do? Okay, that's it. Right. I don't think that's the previous menu. No, I think that music's too loud. I just have to try and go to a normal menu. Otherwise, it's just going to be like overbearing to the what I may want to say. I'll restart, but that music's not going to work. Anyway, while it's restarting, I guess I can talk about it. Yeah, story progresses very fast. A lot of situations are built up just so Ajna has like stuff to bounce off of and grow as a character herself. In situations she finds herself in, like the whole, she wants to defeat Kala fast and doesn't really care about anybody else's problems, whereas the player might not choose to do that. But then she also comes back like a few weeks later? Yeah, weeks later. And she just wants to fix it, help everybody fix their problems. They're okay with that. Nearly all of them are okay with that. And everybody just kind of gets on board with that Ajna wants to help them and do things. Oh, good. Right. I'll do. Mother. Nah, even if I try to go for it, there's calm music, but I think the best music I want to go for isn't this. Nope, wrong place. I just saw flowers there. Well, there is flowers. Oh, that's left behind that is using form. Actually, perhaps I should load. I mean, save. Doesn't do save. Right from me, actually. Oh, right. It's actually changed everything. I forgot that the save comes after I quit the game. Right. As for how the story goes, see, we start off Ashwat. Things go incredibly fast between, like, her disliking her father, then we meet Dar, he burns the village, kills her father, and after that we meet a whole bunch of random people, then we go up to a prison in the sky. You see how fast I'm going. This is like no stop. The only stop times between anything are when you're trying to figure out how to do something in one of the countries, I guess, or regions, that'd be a better word, or when Ajna is trying to figure herself, trying to do something herself in her own mind, and she goes into black void and hears voices or starts thinking to herself. And like at the end, there's that like decent amount of sacrifice and all that. And then the end kind of just made it astronomical. I mean, literally in the sense of it being up in space and all this giant. I can't tell if it's more sci-fi or if it's more mythical. Maybe a mix of both. There's a good deal of characters in there. The problem is they don't really all do that much effort to help. I mean, now I think about Angwu should be one of the... Angwu and Yurinawa should have really been a bigger part of the story, since they are like two of the people that fought Kala before, and they really... Like, Angwu's telling Ajna how to do stuff. I guess that's fine. Why is Yurinawa just stay behind to guard the Iron Kingdom ruler when he fought Kala before? Anyway, their character has been Dar because he got the most development. He's the most... He just had the most development, once more the better writing in the game, I guess. Now, as for gameplay, let's get the more tedious aspects out. Oh wait, but story, I'll give 6 out of 10. It's great at the end, but the whole way through it's just like rush. No real time to connect to the characters unless you do it yourself and go through Ashen's mind and check on them. Rush. Etc. I know some characters get enough development to... enough of their own story to make them worthy of being in the game, basically. Or fighting alongside Ajna. And the villains... I mean, Revival kind of got thrown to the side pretty big. Pretty big and pretty quick. I was expecting him to fight him before fighting Kala, and nothing happened. Kala just squashed him. Also, the last battle with Kala was surprisingly very short. It became a parry game of all things. That was not something I was expecting. Now you get to the final boss's game, the final section. What you have to do, you just completely parry her. That was a weird thing that I don't think the game even prepared you for. It's just like something that would be good, but I don't get why the game didn't prepare me for it, or prepare anyone for it. I pay people that can't parry in games and they have to do that section. Right, even I had trouble, as you see. The whole ending through reincarnation is more mythical, but the whole her want to reshape the world is more sci-fi to me. Gameplay. I think there's anything in between platforming and combat. I was talking to NPCs and going into an inner world, but that really doesn't change anything. Okay, yeah, it's just platform and combat. So let's get combat out of the way because that's lesser than the platforming. It really is much more of a platformer than it is a combat game. Do I like real-time combat? Yes. Maybe enemies should have a bit more like recharge, attack recharge. Or maybe a special move of their own. Actually, that would really throw the mix. Yeah. If anybody from the team, the development team, is listening to this, yeah, that what I just said, special moves might be something to look into for enemies and might throw a real mix into the gameplay and spice up a bit. As for the aspects, a lot of characters feel different, but not all are as useful as the next. And that is yeah, it's just bad design. There's no real reason to switch it from a different character once you get like a good team up. And the main reason because there's no real enemy variety to mix that up. Like the biggest enemy variety I could say is I needed someone that could do air attacks, and I needed someone who could launch enemies into air, do air attacks. Another thing, but I can't remember it right now. Maybe combo one down the ground. Maybe someone has super major. Wait, kicking myself for that one. Forgetting it. But enemies don't really do much. Some enemies grab, some enemies attack from long range, do multiple strikes in one go. Blocking is good, but I found it annoying when I had to block with all four characters in my party, because I didn't quite know how some enemies would attack. Would it just be in a line? Would it be like a variety? Well, they kind of do show you that. But yeah, I think the complicated ones was when an enemy would just face the closest players in the middle. And then I get confused because I also attack the person in the back, because my brain was thinking the person in front's blocking, so that should mean the people in the back are, but I don't have to block, but it's not that way. And you just get used to like blocking with the buttons on the controller, or the corresponding character buttons to attack, rather than pressing one button for all. As for what characters can do, I find the people that had special abilities, like, they are the most impractical, because they don't. Some fights will last long enough that maybe they have some use, but a lot of fights, like, if you have a strong enough team, you can just keep attacking and eventually they'll be defeated. In the real-time combat and keeping the combo going. The biggest disadvantage to the combat is that there's no variety to the enemies. As I said, there's like certain enemies you have to hit from air, certain enemies you have to hit from the ground so you can actually attack them. Some guard defenses you have to break. But that really requires just like more of a versatile character than a specialized character. Because of that, a lot of the characters seem inadequate to go with or even use. Like, even, for example, I had Ginseng as my healer the whole time, but he could also guard break enemies. So it's like he wasn't even, like, he's great all around. Whereas another character, there's no real characters that had like a massive damage boost either. I would go like, maybe I should switch out these two characters because I might want the damage boost and this one might want someone who can generate ID. But oh wait, I have Zebe. Zebe can strike multiple enemies at once, and he generates great ID. Oh, as the super as well? No, I guess the super meter, the ID meter, is the only thing where I wouldn't complain about it. As it really is there if you just want to build up and just use super attack like I've been doing throughout most of the game by throwing spears. That's another thing. Attacking enemies, you don't necessarily have to kill enemies inside battle, or attack them inside battle. But unfortunately, you don't get experience for that, and that is something that is a tad annoying in the game, is where I can go and fight an enemy and get literally no experience for it. Like those damn vehicles in the Iron Kingdom. They take so much health to attack to defeat. It's just tedious. And the scaling for some of the enemies is also tedious in that regard. I don't feel like all the enemies should be scaled up just because I'm more powerful myself. Or go to a different region. Or go to a different section of the game. That's all for combat platforming. Well, considering I went through the secret path, you can see how practical all the aspects of platforming can become. I just kind of wished, I guess, they really did make a great use out of it, or get a lot of use out of it. It's just sometimes maybe like in Tycoon where the tedium of it became a bit too much, whereas failing more than I wanted to, or would have enjoyed in the game. Like at this point I was like, no, I'm just trying to pole leap, or it's the one where you bounce between the platforms and I keep missing. It's really annoying me because I have to progress this way. And that was a lot of Tycoon. It wasn't like a small bit, it was a lot of it. I do like the game opens up the more powers you get, but unfortunately there's another drawback to the game. There's nothing really to do when you do get these powers. Divine Wheel kind of makes everything redundant, but I mean it's an end game thing. As for what you can do in the game, there's very low points. That platform, you can smash through walls and you have to either dash at running speed or break through them with force using Ajna's form. It was fun when you at least go into Mount Samara and you just break through going straight up instead of having always to go from the base and go around every time. That was a good aspect. There was the turn into plat thing, that was good, but then the teleporting parts for at least an enemy battle really never came into use. I would always just go for a spear. I actually find the Ashna's like whatever her form is, and when she does her normal attacks using Idiot, I found that annoying more than practical, because I was generating for a battle that way, and also there's no chance of me like getting into a battle before I was ready. Whereas if I use the other thing, I'll lose Idiot, and I also may instigate a battle because I have to be close enough for the attacks to land. That gives me no benefit. Okay, worlds. We have Ajwat, Iron Kingdom, Canoe, Sumeru, not Sumeru, Tai Krung. The Iron Kingdom is probably my favourite, just because of how stylized it is. Every place is stylized, but that's the only one that sticks out. Like in this world. Tai Krung isn't bad, but Iron Kingdom just has its own unique feeling to it, whereas everywhere else kind of feels like it's a grassy plain world. Well, there's a lot of grass in this place, there's a lot of trees, a lot of standardized buildings. Whereas Iron Kingdom felt like this more modern place, and that actually fit into its character. And people that lived there. one last thing in platform, as I said, it's nice that every aspect, every milestone Ajna meets, it makes it easier to move along the world. Like a sliding dash becomes a dash that I can leap into. A wall that I can only break with my axe becomes a wall that I can dash through, or I can break with my actual force, or Ajna's power force. And that traversing pathways that were inaccessible previously in the game become easier because I can now dash up or attack up, or have a longer jump area. High jump. This Ashwat's kind of more Ashwat is nice, but unfortunately it doesn't really have much. It doesn't have much content. That's the best way of saying it. There's no. Once you go through it once, that's essentially Ashwat. I forgot Port Marifa. Canoe, very bland again. Like there's a whole underground scene. That's nice, but once you go through like 4 sections of it, I think you've seen everything. Tai Krung. It's a great layout, but as I said, like getting around it can be a real pain. Once you get around it, it does have like it's maybe the most blended setting, and made the nicest to always go back through. Especially like those elevators really helped. Made a lot more places should have something like that. Iron Kingdom. Another pain to get through, not as much, but still like when you have to get to a top area, the amount of back and forth, just what was difficult about the Iron Kingdom was finding where I actually was. Like I could barely tell by where I was just from going about the map, from where I was to where I needed to go. Sumeru, we didn't really have much time with it. We can't say much. Mount Sumeru, again, kind of bland. Gets more interesting after you go past the section where you fight. No, after you go past the section where you release Kala. Then definitely after you fight Ravenvar. You get all the platforming sections. But Marifa, I have 2 more things to add to make characters in the story. But Marifa, just a generally nice hub. That was the hub. Then you have the desert right next to it. And the desert might be the better 3rd or 2nd best place in the game because it has so much like. Yeah, the boss that really worked into it because you had to go around different sections and just fight the worm or whatever it was. That was controlled by a wizard or whatever that person was. And then you also have the hidden den, thieves' den, and just a general slog to get through it, which actually makes it feel like a good traversal. Going from releasing we released Call there and then we landed there, and then going back to the city from there for like a moderate journey. There's a lot of stuff in between that, and even more stuff when you retrace that. but that might be the only area in the game where retracing it actually like had some benefits to it. Because it's how difficult it would be if players had to keep going back and forth through the stones or something. I'm getting very tired. Canoe's your Incan place. Oh wait, I'll talk about Canoe. I'm getting diagram as well. No, that's it. For the places, maybe 6 out of 10 as well. Just because none of them really grab you, and the ones that do really have anything to them. Which kind of blend, this next thing will blend in. But first I'll say gameplay is a 6. No. No, 6. It's better than good, but not by much. Just because of all the things you can do and the variety of the characters themselves. The problem is the practicality of it. And the platforming not really being used on all the areas. In all the areas, and because the world, certain places of the world just aren't developed, like don't have content for what you were tracing it, then there's not much to do with it. Not much to do with the abilities you get platforming. Just a word on side quests and NPCs. NPCs are very intriguing in this game. I mean, just by design wise. A lot of special ones, and this might be one of the few games where you actually may remember the NPCs from the game. Like the one-off NPCs that you only talk to them once. Because they made them so dynamic and give them a tad smidgen of character. Two things. What was the second thing? Gosh, this this is what I get for being tired. If I remember the point, I'll come back to it. Overseas in the way, yeah. Music, it is a 7. The tracks are great. The problem is that I'm probably not going to remember most of them. Maybe I'll get an 8 just because of how good they are. No, they're pretty fantastic. It's just that not many of them are memorable. Like I think the ones with the vocals in the song is probably the most memorable one of them. I believe that's all. I just have the characters, but I think I'll only talk about Ajna's journey. Razmi is a very good character as well, but she kind of has like a one-hit tone and notice. All the others that I haven't, like all the ones I haven't mentioned, I guess there really isn't that much point. They're just there to progress the story, don't really add much. Ajna's personal journey, very rushed, but it was intriguing to see how her personal growth, how quick that growth is, but it's also nice to have an actual optimistic character as your RPG protagonist, and also one who talks herself. Like I'm not making choices for Ajna, she is her own person in the game. And development towards the end. It's a great shift, because you could go from I want to attack and beat Kala to I have to fix my problems to I have to resolute and become one with Kala and finish my problems by talking them out rather than action and force. The whole game is about stopping the reincarnation of the world for another time by fixing this rash young girl's actions. As Indivisible. The real-time combat. It works well, it just needs more reason to use different characters and more variety from the enemy and maybe more variety in the attacks, not more variety in depth in the combat. That's what I should be saying, more depth in the combat to get me to focus on more things during the fight rather than picking the perfect defense and then spamming attacks just until the enemy's dead. Like, I was wondering what the heck the heart thing was for, but that never really came into play. Well, at least from my perspective, never really came into play because there's like hearts between everybody who levels, like when you see a level up characters or gain the experience. I was wondering what that was. If I was like, oh, if I get more hearts on characters, does that mean they work better together? I don't know. And one last thing in Tycron, nightclub is a great setting as well. It has decent platform. Well, it's kind of impractical because the stairs make no sense and pathways make no sense, but it's nice. You know, the interior is nice. Tycron has a lot of the NPCs to every country. Well, that's what I was going to say. I think that was the point I was going to say before. Yeah, a lot of them fit the country, but not a lot of them. Like, a lot of them are just their own personal, like, saying rather than something from where they are. The side quest, I forgot about the side quest. That was the one I said. The whole aspect of what else is there really to do with the gameplay. Not much really. You just either find an item, you break something, you pretty much do everything that you already do in the game. And that's for the side quests. I mean, they come at an opportune time. I mean, when the imminent fate of the world is at stake, I don't think I should really be doing the side quests then. Or rather, I should be, well, maybe it's the most optimum place, but maybe I should be more like, yeah, but we should focus on your problems right now since I'm already working on everybody, like these kingdoms problems. Then we'll go defeat Kala, give them more characteristic reason to do that. As for side quests themselves and the side characters, all unique, but not as purposeful to the story. As for the side quests and the characters, the sub characters are related to, I think that might be the one aspect that's fine. It gave me more content at the end game and it really needed that, even if it was just like a few attacks between characters, sub-bosses, or a few tasks the characters I had to do with them, and actually get me to play them was a very good move. And then you also have healing in combat, but healing in combat is a real annoyance. It actually gets more difficult as the game goes on rather than easier. I mean, the superhero that revives people. The side quests themselves do get teased, especially when I was running around for them, because I could have one on the bottom level, I could have one on the top level, and I have to Maybe if I had Divine Wheel from the get-go for them, I would have been better off. But unfortunately, I didn't get it. And you have the secret boss in the secret path, which tested your skills and didn't allow you to go through it cheaply. And also a hidden boss that was quite tough. The unknown Meowster. And then the one NPC who really had a decent side quest. And then he just disappears afterwards, and you don't really get, you just get the admiration for actually doing it rather than getting anything for it. There's 7 out of 10 for characters. So let's go for it. 6 out of 10 for 7. I'll give 7 out of 10 for story, because the side quests actually do add something back to it. 6 out of 10 for gameplay. 6 out of 10 for characters. Because the main characters, Zebe, Dar, Ginseng, and I guess Razmi and Ajna really do bounce off well, but everybody like Ravanvar, the Princess of the Iron Kingdom, Mara. Is it Mara? I think Mara is the thing. The guy that owned the nightclub originally in Taikrong, and especially the Queen, the Serpent Queen. She barely had any interaction with all the people in the places, in the countries, in the regions. Especially Ash's father, who also didn't really get that much time. No, I was kind of hoping that we'd hear the story of the original. Like, I thought that was going to happen at the end there, but it's like, nah, it's not the time for that. You're just going to go and defend and parry the boss. Character 6. Music 8. And game, I've already said that. And world and aesthetic. And the platform, how well does this game all come together? Oh, I forgot one unique aspect of the gameplay as well. That you can hit enemies off platforms, and like, you know, you can also run off the battle stage yourself and you fight anywhere. Maybe that should be incorporated a bit more, like having a high fight. Well, it is incorporated in guessing height, where if you're higher or lower than the enemy, you may not be able to attack them. You may have to run up to them first. But there's also the aspect of, I'm not getting experience if I hit an enemy into a hazard. I can kill them that way, but that's kind of more, why bother to attack an enemy out of where he should be attacked, because I might just put the fight in him, and he can kill himself and I'll get nothing for it, or I could put myself in danger, like having the Tingo keep running off the edge, because that's the way the fight's going to position it. I think that's it. So yeah, I'm a backer of this game. I think you've seen that I have some of the back colours, and I'm happy to have backed. This is a great project, a great game to come for, especially for the price I paid. Like, for the price I paid, this is definitely a game worth, like, I think it's €30. It's definitely worth all that money. I think it should be about 40. May is. I haven't checked the price since I bought it, I think. Well, since I backed it. Well, I had no reason to. And I'm sad to put down as for how the world goes together and all that. Sorry, I forgot. Nearly all the NPCs, the story and the characters and the settings, and they all go together. It's the impracticality of the platforming in some sections that makes it, you know, it doesn't really make sense. Like, as I said, in the nightclub in Tycron, like, if somebody wanted to go up and down this place, I know it's on a 2D plane, but if someone wanted to go up and down from that 2D plane, there's basically no way for them to do it. Whereas something like Azure, I can kind of understand, like, the village is that way, and then all these ruins obviously aren't going to lead to a nice, neat exit or up and down. Well, yeah, I guess the cities have more of an issue, like, traversal-wise, and, like, planning, because it wouldn't really make sense. Like, you may have should just have been an area where Ajna could easily go back and forth, well, up and down, easy, or just lock behind a wall or something that I had to break later. The whole, and being able to transport anywhere, that's just like something they added, and also the boat. Yeah, I guess the boat works. Not real much, not a big amount of use for it, and it's kind of forcing the whole Mars Dens, no, the Iron Kingdom section, rather than, you know, going in by the teleport. Saves in the inner world. The inner. I like this. Like Ajna just stands still and she goes to her inner world, or she. It goes to the inner world second. And also, that she can view the map. Right? If I press open this and view the map, that's actually a very good aspect. I think that's it. Now bump the gameplay up to 7 just because unique aspects like that, yeah. It's like having a standard menu. It's like having an intricate way for you to always react to your characters, and I forgot graphics. And just having this, as I say, the way the world is built together, this makes it's a very nice, neat way of going from one section of the game to another section of the game. That's like, it's a natural way of going from one section of the game to another section. That's the best way I can put it. That's not like someone have to go like a specified menu like this, and I have to go in here to, like, if I go into the party section there. Maybe that would have been a bit better if I actually had to, or at least there's like one person in my inner realm where I could talk to them and switch out the party movements. That actually work a bit better, but you can also use that menu for quickness. OT really doesn't get that much use either. I almost forget that she has a pet because she never talks about him. As for the graphics, 9 out of 10. You can already tell. You can tell that this is a beautiful game. The only thing that keeps me from giving it a 10 out of 10 is just because it's a bit bland in certain areas. Well, I mean, the designs are bland, rather than the game's 2D animations. Fluid 2D animations, like 3D backgrounds here, are bland. No, it's just the places that you go to don't really stick out. Like, unless it's type on. So that's an 8 out of 10 game. And this is me putting it down. Is it the length? I think I would expect it to be a tad longer than this. As I said, the game really rushes you through it. The story. And maybe I should give a bit more time to develop the characters. Like, am I really supposed to care all that much that Ajna just lost her father when 5 minutes ago he was scolding her for not being good at training or something? Or not being focused on training? And then she suddenly gets killed. I don't really see. I haven't really connected enough with the character, or in the best way to start. And then also the same thing with Dara. I find the enemy and then suddenly there's a part of my head now, like when I should be focusing on my connection with Dara, at that point I just find another person almost immediately, and it's kind of gets put to the side the more characters we get. and he only becomes relevant again once Ajna tries to fight Kara immediately, and that's somewhere after in the second instance after releasing her. As I said, Dar was my favorite character. Unfortunately, he's the only one who dies. How lucky. But he had the best character development. And made some of the best attacks. Anyway, because you could attack all enemies at once, and once I lost that ability, it's very annoying. Okay. 8 out of 10. Indivisible is a wonderful game from 505 Games. Lab Zero. Animation's wonderful. Real-time combat is innovative, if not a little underdeveloped in depth. The platform is great, but implementing that into a world is always difficult. It has a few drawbacks for that, where I think they just need to add a bit more content for you to make it a bit more replayable to go throughout these areas again. Like, I'll find new things which there was some of, but not enough to actually make me go, maybe I should go back and forth. Also, the ring cells, okay, the ring cells actually do play in the game because they're pieces of color. People who gave you attack and defense, didn't really find much for defense. Didn't really use defense all that not well. I guess that might have increased the amount of health I took and the amount of damage I took less. No, that is damage taken. Attack damage. No, I'm not sure if it did implement the attack damage it could do rather than the amount of idiot I had. Oh wait, I would increase the number of attacks I could do, the number of combos. Maybe combos could be a thing in the next game rather than like me using a certain character type, two characters together, or maybe a combo attack, or maybe one character, like kind of like Persona 5, where if I attack with one character and then use to weaken a character, then attack with another, with a baton pass or something, like it does extra damage or something, or just like switching to a character, get a critical, then switching to another character and making it weak, and then finish it off. Maybe with a special or AD meter. I doubt enough at this point. And I thought the ending was beautiful. Actually, I had a very swerve into her character, but it might have been one of the more natural aspects of what was going to happen. And kind of weird that nobody wanted, thoroughly wanted to stay by her side at the end. People just did it against their will, but yeah. Then no return for Dar was kind of weird, because out of everything in this game I was kind of expecting, May's not dead, but he actually did die, and it was kind of oh, so we had the place in the sky. The place in Revivor's Castle in the Sky was actually pretty good, but you only get to go there once. That's pretty great. All those enemies there. And enemy designs, I guess it plays into graphics. A lot more unique enemies in this, yeah. More unique than a lot of games I've played. There's a good aspect that stands out for it. And animations like that. Okay. That's it. 8 out of 10 for Indivisible. That's my big review of the game. Unfortunately, I wish there was more side content in the game. I wish they, if they do develop on this, may add more content that kind of stretch as between now and may expand it by adding more moments between the characters. May give them a more natural feeling for them to be there and their own stories to be there. And even NPCs, maybe some NPCs in the world, and maybe some of the sub bosses. And then we also had someone like Gorda Crow and the riders. Maybe I should have learned a bit. Maybe I could have learned a bit more about the riders, and then had a bit more, have a bit more impact on me, like, or maybe even Mara, just like learning myself what they were in the past, like what these people were in the past, like again Iron Kingdom's father, what the Serpent Queen has done for her people, what Sumeru has taught, what Aslan's father had and her team had done in the past fighting power. Aslan's it's a kind of different kind of ending to the usual. Like, it's the main character essentially does pass on and reincarnate. It's a bittersweet ending, and I think it comes a bit fast because, like, again, the pacing again is very much. I'm going to soon. But it's a happy ending, and it's a beautiful ending. Give it that. I don't know why Kala had a female form at the end, but she had a very, very unique design in her like outside form, but in her realm. It's just like, why is it more, standardized? May a bit more astronomical elements rather than like one person. One being wanting to reset the world. A few beings trying to stop, like, there's no trying to stop Revival, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe a character could have been invented for that. Maybe there are two DLC characters. There's 2 DLC characters, I think, in development, or maybe they're not being developed anymore. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching this series. Streamed soon after it came out, and it's sad to see it end. I guess that might play into about why it's taking me so long to finish. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And this is goodbye to Indivisible and Ashna. It's beautiful animation, especially music. This is Gengazi. Turn off Indivisible. Thank you, and see ya.